Hey, hi there. So, the 5 steps. I'm the 1492 guy. The 1492 guys, 5 steps to your own personal truth and reconciliation. The first one was Europeans and Indians were all peers and co-equals, but then people forgot. History forgot. We all forgot. Now, step number 2, share these compelling stories. So I want to remind you, before we go into some of the extraordinary number of Native Indian gifts to the world in these different areas of technology, government, food, health, spilling over into all aspects of today's civilization, I wanted to remind you to watch for that. Watch for these compelling stories and one that might resonate with you. Share these stories. Share these compelling stories. That's step number 2. These are not secrets. How it all became invisible? Well, they're certainly not proud stories. And nobody wants to be sharing proud stories over for generation after generation of generation. Nobody wants to be sharing stories that are not proud generation after generation after generation. And that's how they become invisible. They're not proud stories. Then there's a certain amount of shame involved with that. But there's more involved, though. This stuff happens gradually over time. So, for example, let's take a look at these visitors, as happened on many thousands of occasions from 1492 onward. It still happens today in some places. First of all, there's a visitor into the location. Then the visitor becomes a guest. Now, most of these people were welcomed, and the populations were good. Many of them were welcomed within minutes of arriving in the Western Hemisphere. They were normally treated very well by all the natives and the best they had to offer. So at first they're visitors, then they're guests. And then the guests slowly become intruders. And then the intruders become more and more numerous. And then the intruders become too numerous to even deal with. We've got hundreds of thousands, shiploads of people coming from escaping from difficulties over in Europe. And the intruders become too numerous to deal with. Then the intruders become very bold and start pushing the Indians out of their own land, and they're too numerous to deal with. And then over time, as they take over the land, over generations go by, they forgot that what had even happened. They even forgot that they were peers and co-equals. They even forgot that they stole the land, which is now finally kids today are starting to grow up with this idea that, hey, this land was stolen. It wasn't like that a generation ago, and it hasn't been like that for a long time. So now share these compelling stories. Pick one that resonates with you that you can surprise people with. And I'll be back.